Hiya! I'm Sherry, aka Forever Yours Betty. I'm going to say V-Weights.
And I'm Claire, aka
She's V-Weights.
There we go.
And we are Betty and B.
Hello. So we decided we'd start like doing YouTube videos because we thought it'd be funny. So we thought we'd start off with like saying who we are and like let you get to know us a little bit. So we're doing like
20 questions.
20 questions. So we said who we are. We're both from Glasgow.
I'm 27.
And I'm 25. So now that like the boring stuff's out the way, thought you'd get to know a little bit more about us. So what's your favourite colour?
Orange!
I'm like a massive bruise, so I'm gonna go like blues and purples. I mean, I want to say black, but that's cheating.
Blues and purples.
So,
we'll take it. We'll take it and run with it.
Your favourite number?
7. Lucky number 7.
13. Like, I feel like such a big cliche, but no, like I like met my like partner on like Friday the 13th. I've got like a wee 13 behind my ear. Like I think that's my number. That's my jam. Your dream career?
Well, we're pretty much doing it. We just opened up our own company just in November last year called Betty and B. Which fancy that? And so we're a creative consultancy which specialise in PR, events and digital media management. So we've been doing it since then and never looked back basically. It's been a fantastic experience.
I know, like, honestly, see, when I was like younger, like if someone told me like, oh, you're gonna have like your own company, you're gonna be working with your best friend and you're gonna be doing like fashion, beauty and lifestyle, I'd have laughed in their face.
Totally.
I'd have been like going,
I think so would everyone in my school.
Take her on a jump, you're clearly talking Hunnersy pish. So where do you want to live in the future?
New York. Totally.
Yeah.
Needs to be it.
I'm not as bound by location. I like the convenience of a city where like you can get whatever you want at any time, but I really like the idea of that country lifestyle where like you've got a big kitchen, like dogs and like all the really nice stuff.
I could only do that for about 3 days.
Your favourite place to travel?
I would probably say I've been to Budapest quite a few times and also Amsterdam, so I really enjoy city breaks and kind of getting to know other cities.
I'm the same. Like I love Paris, I love London, and like, you know, I think like I always say this whenever I go to London. Like part of me wants to stay there, but like it's probably my favourite. What do you do in your free time?
Shopping. Shopping, drinking and eating, pretty much I could sum it up in that.
Yeah, no, covering like all the bases.
All bases.
Snap, like I love cooking as well, shopping, eating, all the things. Like food in Glasgow is amazing, and obviously doing our vlogs. So
yes, yeah.
V-Weights for No One and Forever Yours Betty, and writing for other publications. So we've done stuff for Scott Campus. We do stuff with Crave, which is this amazing like
brand spanking new,
Scottish publication, and like the Herald. So it's like we get around. And what is your favourite clothing store?
I would have to praise the Zara gods for that one. I am a complete Zara addict. It feels like anything that they do, or as soon as I walk into the store, I just see a million things that may not look good on my body shape, but I would just kill to wear.
Yeah. Love the Zara gods, but I'm like a total COS girl, like, you know, like it's the place where Claire of the Future who's
COS really is the androgynous Zara.
It is the androgynous Zara. It's
you
like,
think?
Yeah, totally. It's that very like, if I had all the money, I would just have my entire wardrobe for COS and I'd look amazing.
We both look so expensive.
We would. It looks so fancy. So yeah, I love COS and like H&M. What is your dream car?
Figaro!
Oh, that sounds so cute.
It's a wee Nissan Figaro. It's just a little Nissan, but with like a beautiful body, and it's Columbo's car. So like I love the whole kind of vintage aspect, and it's lovely pistachio blue with a cream roof. Like it's all about the aesthetics. I don't know how to drive, but that's
very like oddly specific.
That's the only reason why I want to drive for that car.
Don't drive. Probably not gonna learn in the near future.
I want to.
I'd love to. But yeah, I've just always sort of imagined like I just have a driver. You know, like
it's got you by so far.
I know, exactly. Managing those expectations, Claire. Like, why learn? I'm gonna have someone drive me a bit anyway. What TV shows can't you?
How long have you got? I like my telly. but not like terrestrial telly.
Yeah.
It's all streamed telly.
Yep, all your sort of Netflix.
Exactly.
things.
Yeah. Well, I'd say I definitely speak for both of us when I say RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yep.
That's probably up there at number one. Also American Horror Story for me. And at the moment I'm love True Detective.
Yep, True Detective. Our programs. So Lindsay's Oprah documentary, which is like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Like, Sherry had kept this a secret from me for ages.
It's embarrassing that I like
like,
such bad telly.
We're sitting and like, you know, we see each other every day, and then we talk, like when we're apart, we'll message each other. So like she's like, oh, I'm just settling down to watch an episode of True Detective, and then like 2 seconds later she's like, actually, I'm not watching True Detective.
I
lied. I'm watching Oprah's documentary on Lindsay Lohan. Now you know everything about me. And I was like, you know, and she was like, oh, I'm really ashamed. And I was so angry. I was like, why did you watch something like that without me? I love Lindsay Lohan. Like,
oh, but Lindsay's just so sad. She's so sad, Lindsay. No.
I can't stop watching it,
No,
though.
Lindsay.
So, no.
She's self-destructing before our very eyes. And it's
painful,
like,
isn't it?
no, Lindsay.
So that, what else?
We
So,
could
like,
talk about
I
TV
know,
for a long time.
30 Rock, Community.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I love that.
Yep.
South Park. I love South Park.
Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks, of course.
So just telly in general is great. So
in by HBO, pretty much is fine by us.
That sounds Pretty Peach Kane. 3 people you need in your life.
Oh, that's a cute question.
It is cute, but I feel like I'm gonna like admit hundreds of people, because like I could just like cheat and say like my family, and then I'm like, all right, that's like, I mean, I couldn't live without my family, they're great, but then I'm like,
no, but I think that like I think like when you say family, that can count for one.
yeah.
So like in family, like I would say like my mum, my brother.
Yeah.
Like in like my general family.
Yeah.
But then the two, so because obviously if you're one of your 3, like your family would, then you can't really pick between all your family.
Yeah, exactly.
So like I would say my family counts for 1,
Yeah.
and then you and my Sophie.
Yeah. For me, like family, that sort of big lump. So like, you know, my noonie, my sister, like my mum, my dad, all that.
My wee granny, my dad, and all that
Yeah,
as well.
like all the classics.
Yep.
And
rolled
then
into one package.
obviously you, because like I would have clearly went completely mental with me. And my Ada, who is my other sort of like close friend,
Her Sophie.
her Sophie, my Sophie, all the bases. I can't sleep without.
I can't usually sleep at the best of times. I have a bit of trouble sleeping, and so like my mum managed to find me these like herbal melatonin pills. I don't know whether that's a great thing to do, but yeah, like it's what air hostesses use, and it works an absolute treat, and it doesn't make you drowsy. So yeah, I can't actually sleep without a melatonin.
That's terrifying. I just need lots of pillies. But I'm on these people that can sleep everywhere.
I know you do my head in like with that, like, well, it's just a major jealousy, really.
It's a gift.
It is a gift.
So yeah, I can pretty much sleep anywhere, like, you know, as long as there's somewhere like where I can lay my wee head and I'm good. So what's the next one? If you were given £1 million,
$1 million.
what would you do with it?
To be honest, like, well, I would still, like, if I won the lottery, I'd still want to work.
Yeah.
I'd always still want to work, but like I would definitely take my friend out on my close friends on holiday.
Yeah.
I would treat my family and get them whatever they want.
Yeah. $1 million isn't a lot of money though. Like, I mean,
not
like,
in these days.
It's
It's more like a great holiday, lots of shopping,
Yeah.
and like paying off some of your friends and
Yeah.
family's debts. Really, like I
Yeah.
think that's what I'd probably do.
I think I'd buy a really beautiful house.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I'd buy a property.
I'd get on the property market, because that's not going to happen anytime soon. So I'd get on the property market, and then, like, you know, then buy myself some nice things, and obviously do the whole like get any family or like debt, like, so like, you know, maybe like pay for my sister's wedding because she's been engaged for years, so like give her a really nice day. I have a celebrity crush on, I fancy everyone. I'm a
bit more picky.
I'm like a teenage girl. I'm just like, I gone, son. You can stay. I can't, but now that I've been asked, I'm like, I can't think of anyone.
No, well, you were just saying that, like, if James Franco
The whole James Franco
Instagrams you,
debacle just happened,
his
like,
number, you go. Whether you're 17 with a boyfriend, you go. Like, we don't understand. It's James Franco, really. Your boyfriend won't mind.
James Franco is a total mega babe, like freaks and geeks. But I thought Jason Segel was more of a mega babe. Like, it's his teeth. He has like the most beautiful smile in that.
Well, I love my Gosling.
Oh yeah,
My heart beats for
like
my
I know
Gosling.
it's like your Glossix, your Gosling.
I'd probably say
Joseph
my main
Gordon-Levitt.
one. Oh yeah,
Yes.
He's gorgeous.
He's
but like
beautiful.
the one who I always love, and I'm so upset that he's gay. It's just so upsetting because I just would want him to love me. And it's Siler from Heroes, or like
Zachary Quinto.
Zachary Quinto.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Oh
He's
my god!
having a wee melt there. I don't know.
He's just amazing.
He's
He's just
very
so
handsome
beautiful.
man.
And when he was in American Horror Story, he was playing an absolute creep, but I just was like, you're just beautiful.
He was so handsome. What is your favourite treat to eat? Macaroni and cheese, like a good mac and cheese. Like, it's like carbs, cheese, maybe like some more like crumbs, like bacon crust, or yeah, just a really good thick and creamy mac and cheese. Just
All the sandwiches.
for days.
All the sandwiches, whether just as long as it's from a good baked good and that it's nice produce inside. None of this really thin, watery ham. I want thick cut, sliced.
You want to like see them like slice up the animal in front of you.
Yeah. Oh, and it can't be too dry as well, like a good sauce.
A wee dressing. All sort of homemade, like none of your coleslaw fare. Like, Tupperware,
packet.
Like,
No,
you make that stuff fresh. What or who is your spirit animal? I want to say Tina Fey. Or like, because I always thought, like, you know, we are like the Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. Like, you know, that's what we're like, yes, we would like to be those people, please.
Indeed.
But then I'm like, maybe more of a Liz Lemon, because like there's been a few nights where I've just spent a night watching like cooking programs and like eating cheese from the block, like, oh, it's a smoked cheese, and I'll just sit with like a knife slicing bits off, then going back slicing another bit off, and then before I know it, I've ate an entire block of cheese, and I'm like, oh god, the shame, but also the like the
pleasure,
the pleasure and that feeling of triumph. I'm like, yes. How about you?
I would say I would be Myrtle Snow from American Horror Story, not just because of the hair and everything, well, yeah, because of the hair and everything in the glasses, but also just because she was like she was just like so like kind and like, I don't know, and if I was being burned at the stake, I would totally shout Balenciaga too.
Oh my god, I know.
Maybe actually more like Alexander McQueen or something like that, but like, McQueen! But like, yeah, no, I'd say Myrtle Snow, I love her.
Yeah. So what is your favourite season? This one's really tricky because like, for me, I love like really hot weather, but I'm a total like, I love Christmas. Like I get heavy into it. Like, heavy into it. Like, I'm like, yes, I want Christmas. Like, 2nd November hits, I'm like, I'm watching a Christmas film. I'm like wrapping my stuff with like my peppermint hot chocolate, like a proper like, I go hard or go home when it like gets that sort of season. So like, love summer weather, love like picnics, all that sort of stuff, but I'm gonna go for winter just because of Christmas. I'm sorry.
I am gonna go for summer in Scotland, because I don't like it when it's too hot. I quite like it when it's just the sun shining. You get to go sit on the hill or in the park and have a picnic and stuff, like, and just like, it's not, but then like, I think it's a bit weird because I love it still when it's like really, really cold but the sun's shining and you've got your fur coat on, your sunglasses on. So yeah,
my
like
favourite childhood shows were like anything from Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
we were talking about this earlier.
Clarissa, Sabrina,
and
Keenan and Kel.
Keenan and Kel, and then things like Nightmare.
Alex Mack.
No, Alex Mack. I hated Alex Mack.
Oh, she was a bit of...
I didn't like that. I was like, I loved Nightmare on STV. I used to like tape that with their like weird helmets.
Or were you a Queen's Nose kind of person? I didn't like the Queen's Nose
I
or
didn't
anything
watch
like
the
that.
Queen's Nose.
I seem to just not really like British.
But there was like,
TV
wasn't there that like
as much.
Bernard's Watch?
I didn't watch it.
Bernard's Watch was another one, and Round the Twist, that
Oh, yeah,
one,
like
because that was
Twist,
just
yeah.
weird as hell. But no, stuff like
Edie,
Man.
Indiana.
Edie, Indiana. Oh my god, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Totally.
Like, yeah, no, like.
For the creepy goth kids in training.
So, nah, man, we had some great TV. Why did you start making YouTube videos? Well, this is us just starting, really.
Yay! So let us know if it's good or not. We're sorry.
No, I think it just sort of seemed really fun. It's like a nice wee community, and we've been blogging for 4 or 5 years, and I really
Seems to be everyone's moving forward to it, and we were quite scared to do it, branch into the world of it on our own. And also, we find that I think sometimes when you do it on your own, like you don't have anyone to bounce off of or
Yeah,
anything.
no,
So we
completely.
thought it would be good to do one together, and yeah, just like best pals who are also bloggers who also run their own company. So yeah.
What do you hold close to your heart?
This ring.
Oh, see, that's lovely. I'm like, I feel like it's cheating, but like I've got like a ring from that's like this weird claw. Like it's my grand's eternity ring, so it's like been in the family for over like 50 years, the same year as yours. It's like a total old
Not like my
generation one, isn't it?
No, actually, like my mum got it for her 17th birthday or 18th birthday, sorry, off of my gran in the 70s, and yeah, like it's like smoky topaz, and it's like the most 70s ring you've ever seen, and it's
been
like
in your family for as long
it's
as
so
mine.
nice, like, and it's just like kind of cool, and I like the way how it's clasped and stuff. I really love it. So yeah, I'd probably say like if my house was burning down, I would need to make sure I have that on me.
See, I never take this off, so like
I
there's
can't
no
sleep with
chance
any jewellery
of it
on. I
going.
feel sick.
I don't like anything around my neck, but like whenever I take this off, like when I'm baking, I freak out. I'm like something's missing. One music artist that you are in love with. I love music though.
Oh, I
so,
love
like,
music.
I mean, we watched Oprah's interview with Michael Jackson last night, so we've been having a total Michael Jackson day.
No, we've been having an Oprah day
yesterday. And
we love you, Oprah.
and a Michael Jackson day today.
Yep.
So like favourite artist of all time is like Tom Waits, but for me, like I'm totally feeling some Michael Jackson today.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling Michael Jackson today, but I'd probably say that Jeff Magnum from Neutral Milk Hotel. Neutral Milk Hotel is my favourite band that's existed, and Jeff Magnum I just think is like a absolute legend, hottie, genius. So yeah, I'd say him.
All those things. No, perfect. So that's our 20 questions. So
in under 20 minutes.
yes. So yeah, we'll probably do this again. Probably talk.
Let us know if there's any questions that you want us to answer. If there's anything that you would like us to cover, or like we would love to. Any suggestions? Would be
Cool.
great.
So yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Is that stopped? No.